What's up, guys? Greg with GY Fitness. Welcome to another live with a bunch of our guys here from the islands. And I don't see Bryson, but he's probably, oh, yeah,
Changing his clothes.
he's putting on his small tank top.
What's up, guys?
So,
Yo,
Bryce, all right, we're live. So we got Wayne Ramos, we got Kanyala Ablau, also known as Ala, and then we also have Bryson Bukowski. I was thinking about like what should we call this crew right here, yeah, and I was thinking we should probably call all of us the cookie crew, yeah, because we all love to eat cookies, right? But we'll spell it with a K instead of a C because we're all a little bit kooky too, yeah. Um,
True.
you know
yeah.
that.
So today's topic is school of thought, and we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of different things. Um, First of all, I want to kick things off with shouting out our sponsor, Tongue and Groove Fashion, which is a clothing line specifically for women, and you can visit them on their website. For those of you out there, for those of you guys out there that want to see your beautiful significant other, you can go pick up some clothes for her. So good quality, affordable pricing, all kind of different stuff on here. Go check them out. And then also wanted to give a shout out to our website, gyfitness.org, where you can shop online for supplements. Um, check them out, and you can get all different kind of stuff on there too. You got clothing, your knee wraps, elbow wraps, straps, everything that you need, to get started in the fitness industry. So go check it out, gyfitness.org. And also excited, we're going to actually start having some of the equipment that you guys see on the website, hopefully land on island in the next couple of months if everything goes well. So normally don't want to like throw things out there like that, but we're getting close. So just a little bit excited about that venture too. All right. So kind of wanted to just kick things off, you know, was thinking that we could just kind of tell everybody out there, Wayne, Ala, and Bryson, something that not everybody knows about you. All right. So I'll give you guys an example, and I'll start off with me. So for me, like a lot of folks don't know that I was actually on the game show Wheel of Fortune back in 2001, and it was family night, and I was with my brother, and we actually won. We got all the way to the bonus round, but we didn't get the bonus word, and the bonus word was really hard. The bonus word was joke book, and so obviously we didn't get it, right? Because they give you certain letters that you got to choose. But that's something a little bit about me that probably a lot of guys don't know, that I was actually on that game show. And then we also recently tried out for Family Feud, right? And we actually got in, but due to COVID, we had to postpone the trip. A lot of the some of my family members weren't comfortable traveling during COVID, so we actually postponed that. We're still on the active list, so we might actually get on the show maybe in 2022, depending how things go. So I'm going to kick it off to you guys. Why don't you guys tell the folks out there a little bit something about you that not everybody knows? And we'll start off with Wayne.
Oh wow, I was just kind of thinking. I'm pretty transparent. One thing I don't know, maybe people don't know, I was a caregiver. Healthcare field. I used to be a CNA. So started out first couple jobs was wiping people's ass. You know, that's how I got my step in the door in the healthcare industry. It's not easy. I did it at a home care level, and I just can't imagine doing it at a hospital level. So, um, that's practically how I got my foot in the door. Have my electronics degree, and got it from Field. Kind of went hand in hand. Healthcare and electronics. That's where biomed is. So, sort of biomed technician. A lot of people don't know what a biomedical technician is. Basically, anything medical that hooks up to you, fix, repair, maintain those kind of equipment. So.
Mhm. Awesome, bro. Cool. Okay, Allah.
Let me see. So I play music a lot. I've been playing music for a while, and I don't think a lot of people know this about me in Hawaii. But there was a time where I was playing music in the mainland in Utah, and I got to open up for Sean Kingston. So I played.
Wow.
I was on the same stage with Sean Kingston, and that was pretty cool.
Oh,
It
awesome.
was, yeah, that was fun. That was a fun concert. So I think I'll go with that. Like Sean Kingston was one of my highlights for that one.
Awesome.
Awesome. Bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Bryce.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so
Yep.
well, I'm a diesel technician. Uh, also I am a DJ. I do DJ stuff. I opened up for Qbert and Mixmaster Mike down here maybe like about 3 years ago. That was a cool one. Besides that, all I do is eat and go to the gym.
We get plenty. We get plenty. We get plenty talent right here. I mean, we can probably make our own concert, right? You know, so you got Allah
Oh,
that can do all the singing.
I DJ at F45, so shouts out to all my F45 people out there.
Which location you DJ at?
Purridge location.
Courage.
Yeah. Hopefully everything goes good with this COVID thing, but I don't know. It's not looking too well, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. How are things? When was the last time you DJ'd at F45 at Pro Ridge?
I think maybe like about 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
It was packed out. Like every class that we have on Saturdays is all packed out. But it's a really cool environment, real family style environment. I give credit to those guys, man. 45 minutes straight, like intense straight from the
Yeah.
beginning. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I've been to one of those. It's crazy. Cardio, high intensity, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Full body.
Mhm.
Not for me. I hate doing cardio, so
Same, bro.
I would have just died first 5 minutes.
Mhm.
So
I look at these people, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know, man.
And they're paying for that, right?
Yeah,
Pay a lot of
they
money for that,
Yeah.
for suffering.
pretty.
Yeah. Well, that's it's a good segue into. I wanted to talk to you guys. Something that's really controversial, something that you guys hear in the news all the time, and there's it's getting to the point where, I mean, there's it's been splitting families apart. It's been causing tension among employers, and really, in a sense, it's like kind of splitting America in half, right? So, what I wanted to kind of get your opinions on, and this platform is a safe platform. Everybody's entitled to your own opinion, right? I mean, and we all have to respect that. We all have to respect each other's viewpoints. And they for someone to not respect someone's viewpoints,
mhm.
in itself is a terrible thing, right? Because everyone has the freedom of thought. All right. So what I wanted to just kind of ask you guys about, and it's going to start hitting Hawaii. I think there's going to be an announcement tomorrow from the mayor, right, about all this, vaccination restrictions, right? Whether you have a vaccine passport. Some of you guys on the line, you guys, me included, work for some, companies that are requiring employees to get vaccinated, right? So, what's your take on to get vaccinated or to not get vaccinated? Like, just kind of give me your guys' viewpoints on that.
I mean, it's just like it should be like every other vaccination. It should be an option. It's your body. It's your choice. You know. Um, I myself I didn't get vaccinated till just recently. You know, I wasn't vaccinated ever since last year. We traveled just as long we kind of social distance. You know, take care of yourself. I think it should be fine. Um, But in the end, it's a choice. I took it recently because we lost somebody near to us, and it kind of hit home. You know, so that's why we took it. I mean, it's been a mandate too in Kaiser, and I eventually would have had to took it anyway. So, um, but it still should be your choice. You know, and you shouldn't get judged either if you took it or not. I don't judge anybody that smokes. I don't judge people that drink. Do certain things I don't like. Just because you have a different opinion about it doesn't mean they're right or wrong. You know what I mean? I forgot where did that go? You know what I mean? Respecting other people's decisions. Everybody just wants to be right, and everybody wants to shame everybody all over social media. It's like, but it's never gonna end. You
Mm.
know, that's where the separation Greg's talking about. It's like everybody wants to be. Everybody's on a side of fence. They're just going at it. So.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree with Wayne. Like, I think it should be a choice, um, to either get it or not. It shouldn't be mandated.
Mhm.
Um, and I think trying to look at it in a different point of view, social media is fucking this up.
It is. It is.
Yup.
It's what it is. There's so much opinions and
Yeah, too
things
much
that
shit
you
out.
hear from so many different people, and then it scares people about the vaccination, about like getting it if they really want to get it,
Mhm.
and they hear something online and say, "Oh, this and this." You don't know what's in the vaccine, or stuff like that.
Mhm.
Well, you don't know what's in a hot dog, but you still eat it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and nobody questions you on the ingredients. Like,
Mhm.
it's the same thing. Like, don't I think social media is screwing like people's choices about
Yeah.
the
And a
vaccination.
lot of a lot of social media influencers too are taking at it just for I don't really think they care of what's going on. I think they're just stirring the pot just to get the likes and the views,
Mm.
just to get paid, just to get a check, you know.
We do got to understand that, yes, it is real. It
Hmm.
is like it is a real virus. Um, and like anything else, we always adapt and we always move according
Yeah.
to what needs to be done, right?
I
So
think we'd be for I would think we'd be further along in this whole situation if we just put that bullshit aside and just kind of work together, you know what I mean?
yeah, I feel that.
Let me ask you guys this question, okay? So I was thinking about this, right? So if you get vaccinated, right? I'm not vaccinated, but let me ask this: you get vaccinated and you vaccination passport, can you still get sick?
Yep.
Yeah, you can still get sick.
So, so all these places that are making you get one vaccination passport, if you're vaccinated, you still get sick. You walk into a venue,
Yep, you still can get them sick. Same. Yeah.
buddy. So I don't
Yeah.
understand what's going on with this vaccination passport.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
getting all unvaccinated to the vaccinated.
It's
But
it's
you can
that fear it's that fear mongering that you're trying to force you. It's just another roadblock for you to fucking humbug. I'm just gonna take the vaccine. That's all bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Mhm.
Vaccinated or
I
not, you can
so
still catch it. You can still spread it. If they're gonna do that, then they should just leave that option to the people, not the establishment. I mean, how are they gonna survive? I mean, if
yeah,
they
Mm.
make that kind of mandate, nobody gonna eat out. Like,
yeah.
you know. So
Mhm.
I mean, how is
You know,
Hawaii's economy supposed to survive that?
you know
Mhm.
who's gonna really benefit to this is
It,
Uber Eats and Grubhub.
oh, guarantee, guarantee.
Guaranteed.
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 I have a lot of friends that's doing that as a side job with their regular job, just
Yeah.
just so they can get gas money. Like if you're getting stuck in traffic, you might as well have somebody talk story with you and make money at the same time. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So I've been looking at that too. Like, but I don't like any shady fuckers in my car though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that that whole that okay, so I'm not weighted either way. Okay, so listen, guys, I got my first Pfizer shot last week Wednesday. Okay, so I
Oh,
got
oh, the same time as me then.
yeah, I went to Walgreens. Where you went?
Oh, I just got them at the Cain at my Kaiser.
At
So
Pfizer. Okay, yeah, so I
Oh,
went to Walgreens, walked in, got my shot. I'm gonna get my second one on September 15th, I think.
yep.
And kind of like um I've seen people that I know that are younger than I am, that I think is healthier than I am, that are getting sick and ending up in in the hospital, right? And so, and my youngest daughter, Taylor, got hers too. So I was like, I'm just gonna go and get it, right? But I want to travel too. I want to do the things that I want to do, and I'm not trying to promote like for anybody to go get their vaccine. That's totally your choice. What I want to talk about though is kind of going back to Bryson's example about businesses requiring people to have the vaccine passport to get in, like gyms, restaurants, and whatever. I think that it's a hard thing to balance, right? Because like Bryson said, even if you're vaccinated, you can still get the virus, right? So it's not like you're preventing the virus from spreading. I think what the government is trying to do is they're trying to use data to make these decisions, right? And saying that if you're vaccinated, then you're less likely to spread it or whatever. And what they're saying is the unvaccinated guys are the ones that's actually causing this Delta variant to kind of spread and get crazy. So why do we have to, why does the vaccinated people have to suffer, right, and not be able to go out and do the things that they want to do because they went and they did that vaccine step or whatever? But at the same time, though, it's like it's in a sense you're splitting. That's a direct way in how you split America, right?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, it's kind of like saying like, okay, you know what? Because you're vaccinated, you have all of these perks, right?
Mhm.
Because you're not vaccinated, then guess what? You got to go play in the dirt.
Yeah, you're taking away your rights as a
How it
human
feels,
rights. Like,
right?
Yep.
So it's like it's kind of like when you it's kind of like the bully, the playground bully, right? That's saying, okay, you on my team, and all you guys else, you guys are beneath us, so you guys just go play, go stay home, kind of stuff. Yeah, that's how I kind of view it, right? So it's unfortunate, but we're at that point where these decisions are being made, and it's being made by people that, I mean, I don't know if they're getting, they say that it's data driven decisions, but I mean, shit, when you look at the data, right? I can almost guarantee you that you probably get a lot of deaths from fucking guys that drink alcohol and drive home drunk.
you kill more people that way. Yeah.
And you get a lot of deaths of people secondhand smoking and blowing smoke in your fucking face, and you're getting cancer, right? But nobody fucking stopped them,
Yep.
But they in a sense they try to like segregate the tobacco guys, right? Say, oh, you got to go smoke 25 feet away or whatever.
But they still give them a chance to smoke.
But they still give them a chance, right? You still get the
yeah.
chance to fucking smoke, unless one day the government comes out and says, all you fuckers, you cannot fucking smoke, because for the past 50 fucking years you guys been killing people.
Yeah, but
that
that's all taxes right there. That's all tax for big pharma though.
Exactly, man.
It's all about money. I believe it's all about money. All this vaccine bullshit is all about money. Big pharma, ever since the shutdown and everything, all these big food chains are still open. They never went 50%, 25%. All the mom and pop stores went crumble. So I think it's just a big push for big pharmacies just to make more money in the future. Because already we're gonna get a booster shot, and all the other vaccines are kind of following suit. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be an annual thing, and premium for medical is gonna go up. That's what I believe. So
Yeah. So I like what you said, Wayne. Like, and this makes me think. Okay, so now you get the shot, whatever. What happens next year?
that's why there's gonna be an annual thing. You're gonna have to get this fucking card that you bring
do it
around. You gotta get check marks every time you take them. Like,
you gotta do them again, and then do them again.
Do them again. Yeah, it's just gonna keep on going, because if they can fool us to take it now, they're gonna force us to take it now. They're gonna force us in the future. And like I said, the shot may look like it's free, but somebody's gotta pay for it.
True.
So
yeah, well, the shot might be free, but you still got to pay for the administration, right?
Yeah.
For the person that's sticking that needle in your freaking arm, whatever.
Yeah.
and so the insurance companies are paying for that,
Yep.
right? For the different lines of businesses, right? Commercial, Medicare, Quest, whatever. They're anteing up and they're paying for that. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
to Wayne's point, the premium is going to go
The
up,
premium
right?
going up is something
Yeah. Yeah.
nobody's gonna see. Is
Yeah.
nobody's
And then,
gonna see it.
yep. And then ultimately, who pays for that, right? It's the employers,
Hmm.
right? It's the companies that employ you that's going to end up paying for it, and the company is going to say, you know what, we cannot keep eating this cost. So you know what, we're going to pass this premium on to our employees. So yeah, so at one point, maybe you're paying $200 to subsidize your healthcare insurance. Now all of a sudden it's $300, right?
Hmm.
You
Mm.
know,
Hmm.
and that's in some sense that's what Delta Airlines did to their employees, right? So what they said if you're an unvaccinated employee that works for Delta Airlines, you're gonna have to pay X
You
amount
can pay,
more for your
was it
premium.
$200, I think, a
Yeah, a
paycheck or
month
something.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's crazy.
Because the average person that gets sick, Delta got to pay about 30 grand, right, in premiums or whatever. So healthcare costs. So what
Mm.
they're saying is, if you're unvaccinated, then your premiums go up, right?
Wow.
You're more. It's all about risk, right? You're at more risk, right? That's all about. Insurance is all based on risk, right? So if you're
Mm.
higher risk, you're gonna pay more premiums.
Hmm.
So I guess they're putting unvaccinated people in a higher risk category, right?
Yeah,
Huh.
but you gotta understand the risk is the same, right? Unvaccinated versus vaccinated, you can still spread it and still catch it the same. We got the universal precaution of hand wash, social distancing, masks. So if that's working,
Mm-hmm.
then why should they be paid when we trust in the system? You know,
Yeah.
they just
I think because you're saying that the percentage of death, if you're vaccinated, the percentage of death goes down, and
hmm
if unvaccinated, your percentage of death goes up.
hmm
But
I believe it's the vaccine. With the influx of tourism and everybody going out, and a lot of people are vaccinated. I believe they're the ones that's spreading it to the unvaccinated. You know, because if you're unvaccinated, obviously you're gonna be more careful. I just want to say that, right? You're not gonna just go out willy nilly. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking wash your hands, mask up, because we all gotta admit this shit is real. Whether or not it's that deadly or not, that's the question. Everybody knows somebody that got affected by it.
Mm. Mhm.
I think all these big ass numbers is practically the flu, because we never heard the flu, but everybody around this time, school time starts, everybody gets sick from the flu, right? I mean, where's our numbers
yep,
for that? I think they just bulk it in and just mark it as fucking cases for COVID, because flu-like symptoms is COVID. So, I mean,
yep,
it's a great way to fear monger and get your vaccine. So that's where I
Mm-hmm.
think those numbers come from. I kind of look at the numbers and take it with a grain of salt. I've been joking with Mitchell, like every week you're gonna see 500, 600, but in the month we're gonna see 2,000, you know, and then sure enough, it's been escalating. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those you just want to fear monger.
Yeah. I think the data. I think the amount of positive COVID cases is skewed data, and here's my
Hmm.
reasoning behind it. It's because you have government workers that are being forced to test. It's either you
Hmm.
test or you get vaccinated, right?
Hmm.
Government workers are being forced to test. Employers are forcing their employees to test, right? Because if you don't want to get vaccinated, what do you have to do? You have to test, right?
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you wanna enter this establishment or whatever, if you're not vaccinated, you got to go test. So if we tested more people, what going to happen? You're going to get more positives, and these guys are probably the guys that have no fucking symptoms, right? Like
Yep. Yep.
today, we had 1,300 something positive fucking cases, bro.
No,
So it's
16,
like
1698.
1,400. Yeah, it's like it's like it. That doesn't mean that we have more sick people. It just means
Yeah.
that more people are fucking taking the tests. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like,
More
come
people are positive. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, they're just using that numeric, that number, that metric to just scare people. Like, oh fuck, it's so scary, 1,600. You know what I mean? But like I work in the healthcare, and I'm gonna be honest. Yes, the hospitals. I know you can see my post about the
yep.
ventilators. So
I thought
people coming in, and I hope
that's
a
crazy.
lot of people understand the shit is real.
About water.
But that doesn't mean to say that the hospitals is like overflowing, or is like, if it was that bad, they'd open up clinics, triages all over the place. You know what I mean? They literally shut down. Like I was telling Mitch in the beginning of when it started picking up again, I was like, if it was this bad, we had the numbers highest we've ever seen them since it started last year. How come we never shut down? They know something we don't know, or they know that it's something that they can deal with and we can manage. So why are you trying to fear monger people into doing something they don't want? You know, I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm more anti how the process was handled. It was so fast, not peer reviewed and everything.
Mhm.
You know, because I've taken a flu shot. Everybody take their mumps, rubella, and everything. They take their TB shots. You know what I mean? So I've taken all of that. It's just I've always questioned this because how fast it was developed. You know,
Mm.
I mean, if they developed it this fast, shit, how come they cannot give us home tests? We can know before we even leave the door that we fucking positive. You know what I mean? How come
Mm.
we cannot get something? We're fucking advanced already. Like, what are they trying to keep from us?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I never took a flu shot in my life ever.
Really?
Yep. Never took a flu shot, bro. And just always just dealt with it, right? Let
Mhm.
the body just freaking
Let the
fight it,
body. Yep.
or
Yep.
the immunities. Because
Yeah.
for me, my thought was, bro, you guys are giving me last season's fucking flu virus. What is it gonna do
Mhm.
for me now if I get something new? Like absolutely
Mm.
fucking, I will get sick
It's
anyway.
actually the flu shot is literally it's actually the virus that they're fucking putting in you and letting your
Hmm.
body kind of fix itself. That's exactly what it was. You know.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
this majority of these vaccines are what they call mRNA. It's not it's not necessarily a flu or a virus. It's like little helpers telling kind of put in your body. If you got it, it's gonna tell you it's there, and they're gonna help tell your immune system to fight it. So basically, giving people what they don't already have an immune system to fight it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think I got it. Like I told you guys before last month, I think I got it like in 2019. I have asthma and I've never had to use an inhaler. Never had to use an inhaler.
Mm.
2019 came around. That was like the peak of fucking COVID. I fucking couldn't walk up the stairs. I was fucking
Hmm.
catching my breath. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Then 3 months later, it is like, oh, they came out with the symptoms. Like, hey, fucking, I had all of those. Like, shit.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I think Wayne, you gave it to me, bro, because I got fucking sick as hell too. I was sick for 3 fucking months, bro. October, November, December, January, 3 months straight. Like I was fucking sick. I couldn't
I
even
think I
like.
got it. I got it from Seattle. I think I got it from
Yeah, you
Seattle.
yeah, you probably got it from Seattle. Huh?
I think you got it from me.
No, that was
Remember?
the second time. That was the second round.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the second round. I think my first one was from Wayne, then I got it from you after.
Well,
God damn you.
herd immunity. You know what I mean?
That's right. We share shit among ourselves. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you like that. This is how I knew that it wasn't the regular flu, because I went to the urgent care at Straub Kamakana like 3 times, bro. I had Rose drive me 3 times, 3 different fucking occasions. And because my fevers are spiking, right?
Hmm.
And bad headache, right? Super bad headache. And no matter what I took, bro, fucking
How's it
Tylenol,
working?
ibuprofen, it never even helped, right? But just pounding, throbbing pain in the head for like, just constant, bro. And then after things started to subside, then I had a hard time breathing. Like I had a hard time walking up the stairs, and
It,
just
it was
like,
bad.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't even train, I would walk like maybe 15, 20 steps and I'd have to stop and just catch my breath. So I knew it wasn't like the
It
normal
wasn't something
flu.
regular. Yeah, it wasn't something
Yeah.
regular.
Mm.
When I went to I could probably pull up my after visit summary too from the urgent care. But when I went to see the doctor, they tested for the flu, came back negative. But what the doctor told me was, she's like, oh yeah, there's a virus that's going around and it's just like the flu, but it's not the flu, right? So I'm
Mm.
thinking, well, like,
So not informed
that
yet.
must
Huh?
have been it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Sure
I
did.
made Sherry sick. So Sherry got sick after that, and she was out for like 2 months.
Well, a lot of
So
us could have had it. Yeah, it could have just been like that. We just never know
True,
because
mhm,
bro.
everybody's experience is a lot worse or a lot less. Same thing with vaccinating people. I've seen aunties and uncles recently that they look like they got it. But it's not that bad. So
yeah. Whatever you do, bro, don't go to fucking Genki Sushi and start sneezing or coughing, boo. They're gonna kick your ass out, bro.
for real.
Guarantee. Guarantee, bro.
They're gonna look at you like, bro, you fucking get COVID, bro.
So then you gotta fart. You gotta fart loud enough to cover them. Then Gotta go opposite now. Yeah, gotta go opposite. Remember, you had to fart and cough.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
I'm more
everybody
afraid
get
to
masked,
cough.
yeah.
I'd rather fart now than fucking cough. Like, yeah, for
For
real.
real, man.
You get
Yeah.
For real.
judged. Like,
Yeah. That's the thing though, right? Because everybody wearing masks, no problem. You can fart anywhere now, right? Because nobody gonna smell shit, right? And if they do, then that means their mask is not good. You got to get one
you
better
know,
mask, yeah.
this whole mandate now it canceled Ikaika, right? Ikaika got canceled.
Aloha muscle.
Aloha
Um,
Muscle.
yeah.
They got
Aloha muscle.
canceled. I know a few people that was supposed to, you know, was excited to see these individuals go up there, but hopefully Sean
Mhm.
Ray, you know, stays on track.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yep. So I talked to I actually called. Well, Sean called a couple of days ago, so we were talking story, and we were talking about how things are going and what Sean told me, and he committed to this. He said, "Bro, he's just to let you guys know that I'm going to have my show, and I'm not going to cancel it." I was like, "Okay, that's good to hear." And he was like, "No, for real, Greg, I'm not going to cancel my show." And I'm like, well, "That's good, Sean. Great to hear." So, but
Mm.
time will tell, right? You know what I mean? Time will tell. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
yeah, we'll see what happens because everything's is from higher up. You know what I mean? It's with the governor, whatever he says. You know,
mhm,
I hope
yep,
hope for his sake it stays on too, because yeah, the whole community is waiting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all these individuals that's prepping, man, they put so much weeks in. I'd like to see them showcase it and kind of revive our community. You know,
yeah,
see
yeah.
a lot of young talent. Before I haven't been going lately to the gym just playing it safe. We got our home gym, so we've just been staying home. I mean, we've been going to like early morning sessions though, leg days before anybody's there, kind of. But other than that, I see some young talent. See another young faces that looks like they wanna, you know,
Deep.
compete, and it's great. It's great to see these young faces, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, whatever happened to like preventive medicine, yeah? Whatever happened to like being proactive and taking care of your health and well-being even before all this bullshit, right? So like
Hmm.
my thing is instead of because we're such a reactive kind of government, right? Where we got to react to the fucking disease, react to this, react to that, create a fucking a pill for this, a pill for that. But it's like, how about we fucking start moving the cheese? Or how about we start putting the dollar to like preventive care, right?
Hmm.
To like
Hmm.
going to the fucking gym, or to like fucking, you know, fucking eating healthy. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well,
how about we get in front of it?
I mean that's the best thing, just investing in yourself. But I see, the way the government works. I see it's not a problem till it's a problem, and this problem is like really out of their hands. That's why it's a knee jerk. I mean, to your point, I wish it was that route. I wish fucking salads were cheaper or healthy food was cheaper than processed
Yep.
foods. You know, I wish it
Yep.
was a
Mm.
flipped around the same way around, but they like to do that so that you catch something and you need medicine. Like it goes back up to big pharma again. You know what I mean? It all
Mhm.
goes back to pharmacy because I mean, how are they gonna make money with healthy people?
Yep, exactly.
True. Well, true.
And look at brother David. He took the jab, and now look, he get heart palpitations, right? So it's
You
like,
know,
Oh
man,
man.
there's a lot of people that had the shot, and a lot of them tell me that they're having heart problems. I say
yeah,
about three of my friends that actually took it, they have heart problems, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm kind of against taking it.
Hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
because
Yep,
I'm scared. I don't want no heart problems.
Of
Sheesh.
course, man, and that's your right to
absolutely.
be, and that's you
Yep,
shouldn't be ostracized or judged for it. You know what I mean? That's your point.
True.
That's
Yeah.
your opinion.
yep.
Mm.
And I know. So I know myocarditis. That's like a side effect of the vaccine, right? I mean, I've seen that. I've read about it. I mean, I know guys. I have friends that know guys that have gotten the vaccine and they died like a day later, right? So
Hmm.
that's kind of like the scare out there, right? It's like, okay, it's not a fucking guarantee, you know what I mean?
It's
So
not a
that's why
cure all end all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's why I think that the government should allow folks, to choose, right? Like, okay, if you want it, go get it. If you don't want it, then don't fucking get it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
It's like, and like I said, I'm not fucking pro fucking vaccine or anti-vaccine. It's like what I am is pro-choice.
It is.
If
It should be your choice. You know what I
you
mean?
fucking you should have the choice to do what you want to do. You shouldn't have anybody else tell you what you have to do. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like yeah,
And it's
it's
unfortunate to the guy that David just chimed in, man. That they got it. It's really unfortunate
what it
that
on.
he's got some heart issues now. This, that's really with all the unknown and with the rushing, my hesitation all this time. You know what I mean? It's because it's been
Mhm.
rushed. It hasn't been peer approved by everybody else. So
And
Yeah.
you know what the sad part is too is that a lot of my vaccinated friends, they're like, they're always like, oh, but look at me, everything's all good at me. That means the vaccination is okay because they're perfectly healthy after they took the vaccine or whatever. But then
You don't
on
know.
the other hand, I have my other friends that have
mhm.
complications. So it's like throwing the dice.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't know.
It's like that. There's a lot of people I see that too. But it's easier for people that's healthy to kind of put that on everybody. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
easier for them to say it's healthy. I'm pretty sure David is not going around telling people. It's harder for you to tell people, oh, you got sick because of it, because you know what I mean. It's a personal thing, right?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's two
yeah,
real opposite things. He doesn't go around. I'm pretty sure it's a real personal thing that like you got something really bad because of it. It's like kind of scarred already. So.
Yeah, and
yeah.
there's something you gotta live with for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
When
Yeah.
I got so I was telling Rose, right? I was like, we gotta YouTube my fucking vaccine shot. I want you to document this shit, but um, it didn't happen, right? Because I'm like, I mean, I'm taking it because I'm taking it. I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb, but I'm taking it because I'm taking it, right? But like, I mean, I have hesitation just like everybody else. You know what I mean? So, but I gotta tell you guys, when I took the shot, I didn't feel anything, no pain, whatever, right? But and I actually documented this when I got home. I had super dry mouth, okay, for the entire night. I was drinking a lot of fucking water and I was peeing every 50 minutes. I felt like I was in prep on diuretics, bro.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like
Wow.
that was,
Okay.
and I was like, and that went on throughout the entire night. Like I was waking up 150, 230, pissing, drinking, and I was like, at that point, then I was like, fuck, right? And then I was scared, right? Then I just
Mhm.
started
Wow.
pounding water. I was just pounding water all night, and then it went away. But
Huh.
so I documented that, right? So that was my first shot. So I'm gonna see what happens with my second one.
Right.
Well, they said the second one, according to everyone that took it, they said the second one is a lot worse.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
like
No
they get
way.
put out, for a couple of days, and um, what's that now? They had fever-like symptoms
Huh.
according to my in-laws. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
so well,
So does that when
Okay.
when you're when you're experiencing that from the second shot, let's say, would you be contagious?
that they said you still be able to catch it what is 7 or 12 days before or after you
Mm-hmm.
got the first shot. I don't know about the second
Yeah.
shot. I mean, I'm assuming that the same thing applies. You know what I mean? That you still
Mm.
be
So like
able to catch
let's
it.
say if I got the second shot, let's say if I get the second shot and then like I felt like a little weird and feverish a little bit
Mhm.
and I'm around my family members at home, whatever. Do you think that they could possibly catch it too?
Well,
No,
if you had it, then
Oh,
you would have gave it to them anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
no,
So
no. You're
whether
talking
Just
about I think he's talking about getting the second shot, Wayne, and then having
yeah,
symptoms from that shot.
yeah,
Mhm.
You don't
yeah.
actually have the active virus. You have spike proteins where your body is reacting to it and then it's attacking it, and then you're getting the signs and symptoms of that, right?
Oh, okay.
So
So
you
so
don't
you so
actually yeah. Yeah. What
yeah,
what what
I
they're
mean, what
saying is, but I don't know if it's fucking real or not, could be bullshit, right? But what they're saying is they're not injecting you with active fucking virus, you know?
Mm.
They're
yeah,
injecting you with these spike proteins that are fucking
yeah,
causing your immune system to respond to it. But who knows, right?
yeah.
Who
Who knows?
knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
That's why I told Richie. Who really knows, man? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people explain it to me the symptoms. The extreme sweating, fever, like hot and cold, chills. I was like, bro, that's like trend. Just like my first dose of trend. Like, and my first show, I got fucked up. You guys know my story. I got fucked up on my first show. Like shit. I took 600 milligrams of trend alone. Fucking bro, I had fucking trend sweats for like 2 weeks. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on in my body?
Yeah,
Like
that shit is
shit.
not COVID.
Yeah.
That's not COVID.
Say, bruh. And it was the Inanti, so that fucker not gonna clear for another fucking 14 days. So
That's long fucking
yeah,
lasting,
yeah,
man.
that's why. I figure if I can inject that shit, I can take a shot. And I've been okay almost 2 years during this whole pandemic. So that's another reason why I took them. I mean,
You know, I was joking with Bryson the other day. I said, us bodybuilders, yeah, we the fucking biggest hypocrites out there, bro. Because
FDA.
we'll fucking inject whatever the fuck we get from whoever the fuck we don't even know, right?
Yeah.
And fucking get ready for a bodybuilding show. You don't know if that's fucking GH or fucking cornstarch, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah.
but then we don't want to fucking take the fucking vaccine, whatever, you know. But then again,
True.
it's our choice, right? It's our fucking
Yeah,
choice,
it is your choice. It's your choice.
you know.
It's your choice to take that cornstarch.
What they should do is the bottle of test.
Yeah,
Fucking wasted oil, bar, you know.
I know. That was the biggest hypocrisy. I seen those memes. I seen the memes like fucking FDA approved.
Yeah,
So,
FDA approved 6 months.
But anyway, okay, so you know what? Okay, bottom line is the message is this, and I don't you guys can agree with me or not. You know, getting the COVID vaccine is your choice, right? I mean, it should be your personal choice. I'm not weighted against it or for it. You know, if you guys want to get it, fine. If you don't want to get it, fine. I'll still be your friend at the end of the day.
I still be a friend. I still, you know.
hug you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me, right? I don't want to see any of you guys get sick. Obviously, I don't want to see any of you guys die. You know, I want everybody to live a long and healthy life, right? But then again, ultimately, it's not really living if someone's making choices for you, right? Because they're taking away your freedom of choice. So, you know, I'm all about pro-choice. I wanna give a shout out and blessings to our good friend Peter Lanting, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. He's recovering,
I
man.
know he's you know, he's battling COVID and he's been battling it for a while now. But I just want to say, Pete, that we love you and that we know you're gonna pull through this. You're strong, you're healthy, you know. Everyone's supporting you, everyone's sending prayers your way. So, you know, we'll see you out of there soon, and then we'll see you at the bodybuilding shows, man. So just wanted to give that shout out to brother Pete Lanting.
Yeah, pray for speedy recovery, man. You'll be back stronger than ever.
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. Okay, I'm gonna shift gears. I think we talked COVID to shit. There's you guys been following Instagram and you guys been seeing all these YouTube videos. The month of August, we had a bunch of freaking deaths, right, in the bodybuilding industry.
Oh,
Like,
bruh.
I mean,
I was like, it's been an obituary. I was telling Mitch it was like an obituary, you know, and not to try to get away from the COVID. It was COVID and it was bodybuilding. Like you'd open up, there'd be like GoFundMe's and you know so and so this, and it was really hard to open up Instagram. Like, yeah, a lot of bodybuilders have been passing away. I'm like, man.
Yeah, you know, I wanna, you know, it's you know, they're in YouTube, social media, these two words that they're putting together, right? Death and bodybuilding, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair, because I'm sure there's death and swimming, there's death and basketball, there's death and baseball, right? But for some reason, like there's just this thing about bodybuilding and death, right? Maybe because we just take things to the extreme, you know, in regards to like nutrition, diet, supplementation, whatever. But you know, when I see like all these names and all the people that passed, and you know, condolences out to everybody, right? Because you don't want to see anybody pass away. But there was Alina Kosanova, right? She's an IFBB Pro Women's Physique. Megan Elizabeth, I just found out.
I was following for how many years, man? She had her ups and downs. You could kind of tell she had like a lot of relationship issues, you know. Well, yeah, it's so sad that she passed away too. Yeah.
Yeah, she was only 28 years old, right?
Yeah.
And then you had Matt Mendenhall, right?
Yeah.
Matt was 61 years old. They say that Matt was probably the greatest amateur, you know, bodybuilder turned pro, right?
Right.
And then you had Phil Hernan, right? Phil Hernan was a beast, or he passed away. He was the 1995 USA champion, and I think Matt Mendenhall, well, not Matt Mendenhall, but Billy Thunder Smith, another guy that passed away. He was in American Gladiators, right? So he passed away too. I think Billy Smith and Phil Hernan competed in that same 1995 USA Championships that Phil Hernan won first place, and he was Mr. USA. And then finally, last not but not least, John Meadows, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who was a
Meadows
five
kind of hit home,
five,
man.
Yeah.
and
You
so
know.
yeah, it's just a lot of lot of debts, and then you start seeing like a lot of people coming out and saying that a lot of these debts are due to coaches protocols, right?
Hmm.
Like some of these, some of the way that they're dialing them in, using diuretics, whatever supplementation, you know um, Shelby Starnes is on blast, and just a lot of stuff going around, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. I
What do you guys
believe
think
less
of
is more. Less is more, man. I mean, I will be honest. Like the bodybuilding is a sport, and it it depends on whatever you want to do in a bodybuilding. Because the bodybuilding just for yourself, or then there's competitive bodybuilding, and then where you want to compete. There's natural bodybuilding. There's categories for that, and then there's other places where they don't test for it, where it's like a hush subject. You know, and then people, like you said, people go to extremes. The protocols are pretty extreme. It's some serious stuff. Like you can't reverse some of the effects and damages you do to your body. You know, so I believe less is more. I mean, with those people that's passing, I don't think it's related to anything they were, because they weren't actively competing. I think most of them. I think a lot of them were kind of older age. I mean, with the exception of Megan, but yeah, I think less is more. I think that's what should be taught in now more than ever. Because everybody's kind of wanting to just get fit real quick. They want to look like that person like yesterday. You know what I mean? They
Mm.
want to be an IFBB pro like this, but they gotta understand there's steps, there's stuff to learn. You know, there's maturity not only with the muscles in your mind too. I looking back now, I know I should have taken a lot of stuff. I probably would have been a lot healthier. Almost died after fucking USA's. You know what I mean? You know,
Seriously. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean, we
I
can
think
look
that's
at
what.
it now, but at that time it was some serious stuff, right, Wayne?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with social media too. Yeah.
Social media and coaching.
Yeah.
Um,
You wake
I'm
up and you
pretty.
see people that are perfectly, fit all the time.
Hmm.
So like the regular Joe thinks, oh, it's easy to be like that. Yeah.
That it's easier to scroll and like them and comment and get a comment back, but people don't know like how much they endure. That could be old photos
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be just old.
You know what too? Like thinking about the what Greg brought up earlier about putting the word death and the word bodybuilding together. It's easy to put those two things together because bodybuilding is such a subcultural thing, right? If you're not in the sport, you're not going to understand it.
Hmm.
So when the general population sees a bodybuilder and they see the person transforming their body, like that, they must be doing some crazy shit, right?
Hmm.
And then to put death next to bodybuilding, it's easy to put like a damper on the whole sport.
Hmm.
Like, oh, if you're gonna go that way, expect this
Hmm.
because
Well, and
eventually
then
it's gonna look like that. And then
and then
they scare the general population about like even thinking about competing.
and then with those two words, what is the number one thing that came to your mind of the cause of death?
Steroids.
Yep.
Direct.
And
Yeah.
it's always synonymous, but we know we've done it. It's not all about that. You know what I mean? I tell
No.
people it's the icing on the cake. Yeah, when they like, what you mean icing on the cake? It's like if you build a cake, what is the main ingredients you got? You got starches, you got your egg whites, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the diet. That's the diet and the working out. That's the
Yeah.
base for make the cake. The icing is just to get the certain look. That's the presentation. You know what I mean? That's what make them look pretty. Same thing. Like certain products get a certain look. You get a certain graininess. You know what I mean? That's all it is. People think that's the main stuff he takes. Like no, you know what I mean? It's not the stuff. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're not thinking that shit every day. I mean, I know people that do, and they not compete, and they just junkies. You know what I mean? I know people like that, and that's their lifestyle. You know, for them. But for me, like, if you're gonna take that shit, you're gonna do that kind of. You better get something out of it, like competitively wise. You know what I mean? Because
Compete. Yeah.
that shit puts strain on your body. Now your body, I've seen relationships go, break up because of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think to Allah's point too, right? You know how like there's this misguided information about combining death and bodybuilding, right? I mean, in a sense, you can say the same thing about the government combining death and COVID, right?
Mm.
You know what
mhm.
I mean?
Right, right.
I mean, really, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, these guys that are dying from COVID have like multiple comorbid conditions. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
underlying, it's always underlying, man.
Underlying conditions, right? So
Think
I
they
don't
just
know.
want to stray. They just want to stray from the health industry, fitness industry, you know, just so
Mhm.
that they can have underlying diseases and they can, catch COVID just to,
Mm.
Yeah.
that's why I think that's they're doing that.
Yeah, and then going back to your point, Wayne, about I mean, guys that's taking supplements, right? I mean, I can see. So I see it this way. I said, you have clients that are taking like TRT or HRT, right?
Hmm.
So that you can subsidize your lifestyle, and then you have life doctors that actually help you with that, right?
Hmm.
And that's okay. And then you have guys that are taking supplements because they're competitive, right? Because they're
Hmm.
competing, they're getting on the stage, right? And then you have guys that's at the gym and they're just taking it just to fucking take it. Like why? Like though
Hmm.
that group, which is probably 90% or more,
That's the meathead.
shouldn't even be on that shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like what
Yeah. Why?
happened? What happened? What
That's
happened to like what happened to like train until you fucking throw up? You know what I mean?
hmm. Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
nobody does that today. Nobody has
Hmm.
that high intensity training, you know, you know, 15, 20 years ago. Everyone thinks that, oh, I'm gonna fucking train like this, but I'm gonna take all this shit to
Hmm.
Mm.
subsidize me having to work hard,
Well, do a compensate. They call it compensate. But even
Exactly.
then, even then, it's not gonna do shit. To be honest,
Yep.
Yeah.
everybody knows. We all know it starts in the kitchen. You ain't gonna get big from
Yeah.
fucking no oil. From some fucking shot. You gotta eat. They gotta get some substance. There's gotta be some fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some material
Mhm.
behind it. You gotta eat, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
People don't understand it.
Yeah. And I think it's the guys that enter the industry. Like, I mean, you guys been doing this for a long fucking time, right? It's the guys that come in, right? They do this for a year and then they're just so misguided and they think that everything is based upon fucking what you stick into your body with a fucking needle.
Hmm.
And those are the misguided idiots out there, right?
Hmm.
And when
Hmm.
you look at some of these guys, right, that's been and then now they're out there trying to coach people, yeah. But when you look at these guys and you look at their physique, it's like honestly, I don't think bodybuilding or getting on stage is for you because you just don't look the part. I
Mm.
mean, it's a harsh thing for me to say, but I'm being realistic. I would never step on stage as a fucking 212 bodybuilder ever. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
learned where I fit in bodybuilding, which is a bantamweight, because
Mm.
that's where I sit. I would never be able to compete with guys like fucking Flex Lewis and all those guys, because number
Hmm.
one, I don't think I have the genetics to get there, right?
Hmm.
I don't have the natural ability to get there, and I'm not willing to take massive
Yeah,
amount yet to get
yeah,
there.
yeah. The
Yeah.
effort, the freaking just eating round the clock, you know, is unreal.
Charger.
Mhm. Yeah, but then you got some guys out there that are just delusional, right? And it's unfortunate because there's a bunch of women out there that think that they can, be like this great, bodybuilder, women's physique competitor, bikini competitor, whatever. But I mean, you really gotta just have a good sit down with yourself and look in the mirror and just be kind of realistic as far as what you think you can achieve, right?
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Some folks just cannot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
True.
no amount of crap is gonna get you there, right?
It's all the mindset. It's all routine. Like people think they take gear. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a bodybuilder now. It's like, okay, what's your meal prep look like?
Yeah. That should be the first
what you eating? You
question.
know what I mean?
Yeah. That should be the
I
first.
tell I tell everybody every time, like as a bodybuilder, the freaking fundamentals is fucking cooking and prepping your own fucking food. Whatever they
Yep.
show you on Instagram, fucking hey, it's great. They can get meal prep. You know how expensive that shit is? Fucking
Yeah.
$10 to $15 meal 8 times a day. Fuck,
Yeah.
I can't pay for that shit. Everything boils down to fucking the Sundays, the Saturday, Sundays going to Costco, picking up all your shit. Sundays cooking up your freaking 5 pounds of protein, freaking segregating them and that's what bodybuilding is. You know what I mean? Eating on time, you know, the discipline and all that stuff. Now it is lifting the weight is the easiest part. Taking the stuff is the easiest part. But nobody
Mm,
tell you how much to eat. Nobody wants to say what they're eating too. That's why.
yeah.
Some people, I know people, because we're not blessed like what's his name now? Eat
Jason
McDonald's.
Imura.
You're not blessed with freak genetics like Jason. Okay, so that's the reality of it. Is like people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that, especially coming from a coach. Like, yeah, your diet is shit. You
Yeah.
should be eating more. You know what I mean? But everybody's like, hey, yeah, I can have a whole cheat day though and look like them. It's like, no, you can't. Only certain people can do that. You know. So
Mhm.
it's like what we were talking about in the beginning. It's misinformation. Misinformation, the social media just screwing it, and I just hope we can get straight to the facts and go to much more reliable sources. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. I think also too, like when you think about the training and like you know it, I forget if it was Generation Iron, but I, I remember that they had some guys that was from Ghana or Africa that was training, getting ready for a bodybuilding show, and they were fucking lifting weights with like
Oh,
rocks.
oh, oh! I'm
Oh, yeah,
following
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Cobalt Fitness or something.
Yeah,
Cobalt Fitness. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
and
Generation Iron.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and those guys they don't know nothing about supplements, bro. You know what I
No,
mean? And they,
he even says it. He just says it. Those kind of the medicine that they take, that's for cancer patients or patients with AIDS. All the
Mm,
steroid use and stuff. And he got to be real. Like they don't have that kind of money to do that kind of stuff. And he's literally lifting like what was that train track wheels? That's what
yeah,
these for
mm,
plates
Oh,
and gears and everything, man.
mhm.
Hey, that's bodybuilding, getting it in. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
yup.
I think I remember watching it.
Anyway,
They're like trying to get their calories in by eating. I think it was like just like bread and coffee with butter or
yeah, like
something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
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 It was
And,
trying. They were trying.
and you look at those guys, and those guys would crush a lot of guys that I know that's on shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
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 That's
yeah.
point proven right there, bro. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like,
It's not about what you. It's like what Wayne said, bro. Everything starts in the kitchen, right?
mhm.
Mm,
Everything starts with what you put in your refrigerator. If you putting fucking rubbish in there, you're gonna look like rubbish, you know.
Yeah, you are what you eat, man. So
Yeah,
Gotta make
crazy.
you food though, but like the protein, the quality of meats that they have there,
mhm.
you kill a live animal and you eat the live animal just like that. I mean,
Well,
it's
no.
different. It's a different thing going to Costco
Oh
process.
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I guarantee
definitely.
that shit is probably range free and
Yeah, it's
everything. Okay.
definitely in its
You know?
purest form, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Non-process, guarantee not processed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't know how long it is where they kill a cow, they process the cow, they
Mhm.
gotta transport the cow. You don't know
Mhm.
how long you're actually getting it after it was actually killed. So
Mhm.
Mm,
Hmm.
So how they gonna freaking cook them? The thing's still twitching.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy, bro. All right, so we're getting close to the hour, guys. But really good talk about some really sensitive stuff. So any last minute thoughts, guys? Wayne, Ala, Bryson.
I mean, How has everybody been doing? How has everybody been coping? Haven't seen you guys in a bit. I mean, I see Bryson every now and then. A couple
Mm,
weeks back in the gym. How's everybody been? You all are you in Hawaii? Or you still back in
yeah,
Healing?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No, back on the corner side, still on the Big Island. Training, but I'm training hard. I'm getting ready for this powerlifting
yeah,
meet
yeah,
next
yeah,
weekend.
yeah, man. Some fucking crazy numbers, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
my
you
number.
are the crossover now. You're like a power builder. What they
Yeah,
call a
yeah,
power builder.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
crazy
right
numbers.
now I'm right around 222, 223. I gotta come down to 220 for my meet, and things are feeling good. I tell Greg all the time. I was like, dude, the thing about powerlifting is your body hurts in a different
Mm-hmm.
way. You're just
Mm-hmm.
putting it under so much stress. So it's like I tell Greg, I was like, dude, my elbows is starting to hurt and my knees is starting to hurt a little bit. So
Some
It's like,
big pools, man.
yeah. So I've been doing a lot of I've been going cryotherapy a lot, doing that. So that's been helping
Oh,
a lot with my recovery.
Probably gonna be doing those ice
always
baths too, man. I could never do that. Freeze
Yeah.
my ass off.
Dude, cryotherapy is awesome, bro. If you guys ever get the chance to do it, I recommend doing it.
I've done ice
Yeah.
baths before, but I never did do cryotherapy. I always wanted to try it.
Ice baths is painful, bro. When you sit in the water like that, it's the first initial
What's on
shock.
the what's in the it touches the skin. I guess cryotherapy is like just the air wise, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cryotherapy is basically nitrogen coming
Yeah.
through a chamber,
Yeah,
and what it does, they pull it all the way down to like negative 215 degrees Celsius. But it's to the point where your body can only take so much. So you go in this chamber for about 3 minutes, and 3 minutes is all you need. 3 minutes is equivalent to half hour or 45 minutes in an ice bath.
Wow.
And you just rotate your whole body every 25 seconds, for 3 minutes, and that's it. That's it.
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, it helps, bro. Like it boosts, like the immune system rises, endorphins, um, inflammation reduces inflammation. So I've been doing that every week now, and I'm gonna implement that. Once this is done, I'm gonna still do it after powerlifting. Once we start my off season program for bodybuilding, because
I'm pretty sure this is an off big help in improvement of your physique in the off season. Transitioning back into bodybuilding. You
oh
know,
yeah, I'm excited to see like
I
the
can see
type of,
your legs,
yeah,
your back. You know what I
the
mean?
quality muscle, yeah, because heavy lifting like that, it
There's
it
only
does
one
it
way.
does
There's only one
yeah,
way to get big. It's got to get lift heavy too, man.
yeah, it changes the body for sure. So I'm excited for that. The meet is this coming weekend. It's called Sunny's Wabdo. And it's going to be at Imua Iron up here in Kona. So the women lift on Saturday, and then the men lift on Sunday. So I'll keep you guys posted, let you guys know how it goes.
Awesome, man.
What
Good
weight
luck.
class, Ola?
Huh?
What weight class? What weight class are you
220.
going to be in? 220?
220. Yeah.
Oh,
So just to kind of give an idea. I think like for my bench, you got to go. I'm doing a raw bench, which is basically like wrist wraps and just a belt.
Mhm.
And that's with a command. So you pause on the bottom and wait for the command. So I want to do my third attempt. I want to do 440 on my raw bench, and then for my deadlift, my third attempt, I want to do 600 or 610,
Mhm.
something like
what's
that.
your opening?
Huh?
What are you going to open at?
Open bench gonna be 365, and then deadlift will be about 515, 520.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I just play with the numbers from there.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
So no assisted, no shirt, no nothing then.
No,
From,
the
from
bench
the bench.
the bench is raw. The
Yeah.
suit, I'm using a suit for a deadlift, so it's a single ply deadlift suit. So
Yeah,
I'm
you broke
using
it.
that.
You broke it in already.
Just got there, bro. Like I just been getting it off the ground like a couple of weeks ago. So, but and it fucking hurts, bro. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
bites in your skin.
It's like 5 times
Like,
smaller, and you gotta get in and fucking. You really
yeah,
gotta put that fucker to work.
yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I do.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right on. Yeah, let us
yeah,
know how it goes, man. Keep us posted.
yeah, yeah. Keep you guys up.
Awesome, bro. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close off today, guys. And we'll do this again. This is gonna be like a normal thing. I was talking to Rose, and like I said, we're gonna. This is the cookie crew right here. So,
Nice.
right. So we'll get on here and we'll talk about different stuff. And then obviously, Ala, we're gonna talk about your powerlifting the next time we kind of sync up, kind of see how that goes. Right. Make sure you catch some videos so we can show that to you.
Oh yeah, guarantee.
All right. And just some last minute words. Just want to say that I hope everyone is stay safe. Don't don't reduce the quality of life because of what's going on around you. You can still live in chaos by being safe, right? I mean, like Wayne said, universal precautions, right? Carry around your hand sanitizer, mask up, social distance, just don't take this stuff lightly, right? Because it wouldn't be smart for any of us to take it lightly, right? Just but we don't have to live in a bubble, I believe.
Mhm.
Right. And then, I think that, there's definitely some things, some mandates that's going to come up, and unfortunately it's going to happen, and we just got to figure out ways around it. Right. So, I know Bryson's been making some plans on some of the things that he has to do to continue training and, getting ready for the shows that he wants to, compete in.
Yeah,
But it's just
especially
being
with
able
that passport, that vaccine passport. I hope they don't fucking pass that shit, man. That was,
yeah. 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 And
That
then, but
that
don't,
that's the fun part about it. I think I take it as more of a challenge. Yeah, it
mhm,
makes it more
mhm.
challenging to actually you know get ready for the stage.
Mhm.
How bad do you want it? And
Mm.
I want to see who actually comes out and he competes.
It
I
rise to
want
the
to,
occasion, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's right. I mean, who's gonna go to their backyard and start carrying some rocks, right? You know what I mean? That's what it all boils down to.
No, it's
And then
just
Especially,
like
you know,
what's her name from Philippines? Hedeland Diaz. She won the powerlifting gold for
Mm.
Philippines for the first time
Philippines.
during the
Yeah.
lockdown. She was lifting with rice bags and water, gallon water during the lockdown, man. So
it's crazy, huh?
that's where you can see the potential of freaking putting in work, man. So more to you, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go chase your passion, man. Don't
yeah,
let it get away. So just some last minute words too is I think all of us on the line believe in pro choice, right? And none of us is heavily weighted on, getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. Like I said, we'll shake your hands, we'll love you, we'll hug you, whether you're vaccinated or not, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I mean, we're still human beings, and
Hmm.
we were perfectly fine before all this shit happened, and it's just a matter of us just kind of pushing through this and sticking together, because I think, once we get divided, then things get even more shady. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
we gotta stay together and
Yeah, stick together and get through this together, man.
Yep.
absolutely, and just be safe, everybody. And from the Cookie Crew, I'm Greg with GY Fitness. We got Wayne, we got Bryson, and we got Allah, and we will see you guys next time.
Okay, guys, take care.